Your Dignity Memorial Funeral Home is Curtis & Son Funeral Home, 256-245-4361. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg, presents a look at obituaries, also presented in part by Earlene's Flowers and More on the Talladega Highway in Sylacauga. Levy Allred, age 73, died on Thursday at Brookwood Medical Center. Curtis & Son Funeral Home will announce the arrangements. Infant Lincoln Harlow died May 5th at Children's Hospital in Birmingham. Curtis & Son Funeral Home announcing. Memorial service will be announced at a later date for Teresa Roll, age 68, of Sylacauga. She passed away May 1st at Coosa Valley Medical Center. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, handling the arrangements. Mr. James Bailey, age 80, of Sylacauga, died May 5th at Coosa Valley Medical Center. Radley Smith Funeral Home announcing. Funeral service for Jerry Lee Hazel, age 59, is Saturday at 2 p.m. from the chapel of Radley Smith Funeral Home. Reverend Donald Grice officiating. Burial in the Macedonia Cemetery. Mr. Hazel died Sunday, May 1st at Coosa Valley Medical Center. Visitation tonight, 5 until 8 at the funeral home. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleysmith.com. Radley Smith Funeral Home in Sylacauga directing. A memorial service will be announced at a later date for James Samuel Crawford, age 69, of Sylacauga. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at radleysmith.com. Radley Smith Funeral Home directing. Funeral service for Mrs. Mildred Hamilton Silas, age 84, of Rockford, is today at 2 p.m. from Union Baptist Church, with the Reverends Ed Brown and Ricky Hatchett officiating. Burial in the Union Baptist Church Cemetery. Mrs. Silas died Tuesday, May 3rd at her residence. She was a member of the Union Baptist Church. The family will accept flowers or contributions can be made at the Union Baptist Church Cemetery Fund in Rockford. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at radleyfuneralhome.com. Radley Funeral Home, Alexander City, directing. Memorial service for Diane Gay, age 52, will be Saturday, May 7th at her home at 2 p.m. That residence at 412 Main Street in Talladega. Mrs. Gay died April 28th at Citizens BMC. Midway Memory Gardens Funeral Home directing. And visitation for Anthony Ray Meatball Cunningham Sr. Visitation was last night. Funeral service will be today at 2 p.m. from Mount Canaan Baptist Church in Talladega. Interment in the Athens Memory Gardens. Garden View Funeral Home, Chapel of Athens, in charge of the arrangements. Condolences can be sent to terrysmortuary.com. Funeral service for Albert L. Blankenship Sr., age 73, is Saturday, May 7th at Harper Springs Baptist Church in Sylacauga, with burial in the Harper Springs Church Cemetery. The body will lie in state at Harper Springs Baptist Church 2 hours prior to the service. Family hour from noon until service time at the church. Community Funeral Home, Sylacauga, directing. Funeral service for Carrie D. Lane, age 64, Saturday at noon from Terry's Mortuary Chapel. Dr. Carrie Lane officiating. Interment in the Kidd Street Cemetery. Mr. Lane died April 27th. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary directing. Online condolences at terrysmortuary.com. Funeral service for Pearlie Taylor, age 92, is Saturday, May 7th at 2 o'clock from Enon Baptist Church in Childersburg. Burial in the Lily Roden Cemetery. Visitation tonight, 1 until 8 o'clock at the funeral home. Community Funeral Home in Sylacauga with the arrangements. This obituary report brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg, the North Chapel in Sylacauga on Highway 21, 256-245-4361. Your Dignity Memorial Funeral Home is Curtis and Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Obituaries, too, presented by Earlene's Flowers and More. Say it with flowers this Mother's Day from Earlene's Flowers and More, Talladega Highway in Sylacauga.